Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next lesson in the upper intermediate course. We're going to look at reporting verbs, which I think are difficult. Now, hopefully, you find them easy, but I have to think about them every time I'm trying to explain it or actually convert the reporting verb to a regular verb, a non-reporting verb or sentence, actually. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm very curious to see how difficult or easy you find reporting verbs. Secondly, the media. We're going to look at vocabulary related to the media. We have here fake news. That's a phrase that we associate with the media. Unfortunately, because it's known, that's where the term began, is media companies producing fake news on purpose. Word stress, we're going to look at that, where we place the stress in a particular word. So let's get started, and we're going to do that by talking about the news before you listen to it. Where do you get your international, national, and local news from? This is an interesting question. I still use three big websites. It's not great, I suppose, but the BBC is one of them, and then two American big US news outlets. But I subscribe to X, which is the app, and I get a lot of news from there. But yeah, I usually look at these major outlets, not some of these smaller niche outlets. Outlets are news sort of companies. What about you? Where do you get your news? From friends? Directly from, I don't know, live events, or do you have someone reporting it to you? And that's why we're asking this, because reported speech often comes from journalists, but it can come from us as well. We talk to a friend, and then we talk to another friend and relay. Relay means convey what they said to my next friend. Relay is R-E-L-A-Y, and convey is C-O-N-V-E-W. Is C-O-N-V-E-Y. Convey. If you convey something, you share it. All right. Look at the list below. What kind of news are you normally interested in? Arts, honestly, all of this could be interesting, except perhaps, well, I'm not reading so much about, well, I don't read about gossip, celebrity gossip. So I guess that's something I don't do. Crime, if it's a really big criminal story. Environment sometimes. All of the others sometimes. I don't really follow the weather so much. And I don't really follow TV and entertainment, but I do follow art and culture, so it's similar. But not the only one I don't read actively is celebrity gossip. What about you? What's your favorite, actually? Your most favorite? So I think if I had to say my most favorite, it would be world news. I love world news. I want to know what's going on in the world, mainly because I have followers on Instagram from all over the world, and I'm in communication with many of them, and I just want to know what's happening. What kind of news might make you want to read the whole article? Again, it's all of these above depending on the title. So if a title is something that falls into my area of interest, then I might read the whole article. But flashy titles aren't necessarily going to get me to read the whole article. It's just whether I enjoy it, or if someone important dies, I do like to read the obituary or the news surrounding their death. I find this quite sad. As a historian, we sort of are interested in figures of the past. What stories are in the news at the moment in your country? Well, Poland is it's quiet. So let's continue. Look at the headlines and photos for 2 news stories that were reported in the same week. What do you think they're about? I'll let you go through these. I think they're pretty clear, actually. Obviously, someone's trying to market blue wine. And the only one I'm not sure about is Shark Baby, because Shark Baby could be the name of a rapper. I doubt it, but or it could be a baby shark. I don't know. You normally don't say shark baby, you say baby shark. So that's why I'm not actually sure what's going on in the fourth one. All the others I think are pretty clear. Now, it's interesting that 3 of the 4 stories are true and 1 is fake. Well, if I had to guess, it would be Shark Baby, because I have no idea what that's about, but that is only a guess. What do you think? Which one do you think is fake? I'm not sure I want to drink blue wine, though. So maybe that's fake. It's certainly fake color. I'm not sure if it's fake news. We'll find out. Now, or you'll find out because you're going to read about it. Now we're going to look at reporting verbs now. So let's go through these and we're going to do them methodically, one by one, because I think they're, as I said, sometimes a bit tricky. So number 1, we're going to look at the numbers and then match them with the direct quote below. So if you need to pause the recording to take more time, do that and then unpause it, because I'm going to give the answer straight away, right away. He persuaded a company in Almeria in Spain to produce the wine. E, please make it for me. Number 2, if you need more time, pause the recordings. He recommends drinking it on the beach or around the swimming pool. B, that's the best place to have it. So that's the direct quote. If I'm a journalist, I would say he recommends drinking it on the beach or around the swimming pool. So that's how a reporter might say it. Number 3, a zoo in Egypt is denied painting a donkey with black stripes. They said to the reporter, we definitely didn't do it. And the reporter says, a zoo in Egypt has denied painting a donkey. So that's the reported part. He heard the direct quote, and that's how he reports it. Number 4, a local vet agreed to examine the photo. Okay, I'll have a look. So you heard that. He said, I'll have a look. You said, all right, a local vet has agreed to examine the photo. He advised me not to take football so seriously. What did he actually say? He actually said, don't do it. It's not very important. There's more to life than football. For some people, there isn't. They're called zealous fans, fanatics. That's where fans come from, fanatical. If you're fanatical about something, you're overly excited about it, more than probably necessary or healthy. I think it's unhealthy to be too fanatic about anything, really. But number 6, he threatened to steal another shark if he felt it was necessary. What did he actually say? I'll do it again if I have to. So you heard, I'll do it again if I have to, and then you report he threatened to steal another shark if he felt it was necessary. If he felt it was necessary is a synonym or a translation of if I have to. That's what that means. It's a little bit liberal definition, but nonetheless, it is a near equivalent. So let's go to the exercises. I'm going to read these. Jack offered to drive me to the airport. Here's what he said. I'll drive you to the airport. That's actually what he said. And you say, Jack offered to drive me to the airport. I promise not to tell anybody. Now, what did he actually say, or she? I won't tell anyone. That's what they actually said. Doctors advise us to do more exercise. Oh, goodness. I need to listen to the doctors. What about you? What did the doctors actually say? Exercise more. That's what they said. I persuaded my sister not to go out with George. What did I actually say to my sister? Don't go out with George. Number 3, I apologize for being late. What did I say? Pause the recording if you need time. I'm so sorry for being late. Number 3B, the police accuse Carl of stealing the car. the police said, you stole the car. All right. We believe you stole the car. All right. Now, interesting. In that, now look at here in group 3, which is right here, we can use the perfect gerund with a very little difference. A perfect gerund. So he admitted stealing the money. He admitted having stolen the money. So you can do both of those, and they mean virtually the same. And here, negative, she regretted not going to the party. Now, what I actually want to do, so we have two, not negative with a gerund or negative infinitive, not to. So we have here, he reminded me not to be late, not to be late. So we have the not before the infinitive. So that's how you want to remember those. And then we have two ways to use all of these words. We can say Leo admitted stealing the watch. I stole the watch. That's what he said directly. This is indirect. This is reported speech. Leo admitted that he had stolen the watch. So we can then go ahead and use that plus a clause. And that I think is really interesting and new for a lot of us. All right. You're going to go ahead and do the homework. Now, you have here the structure. If you have any questions, you've got the structure right in front of you. All right. We're going to go down, I think. Oh, we have here the pronunciation, which is all you, actually. This is all you. I think two-syllable verbs are important. All of these are really important verbs in English. You have to know how they're pronounced. Some of you struggle with pronunciation. I've told you I've helped you a lot with pronunciation. Spelling of two syllables, you can look here how to spell it. Oftentimes we double the consonant and then add ed. Not always. Sometimes we just add the ed. And you can see it's when the stress is on the first syllable, then we add just the ed. But if it's on the second syllable, admitted, then we double it. All right, some interesting pronunciation there. And you're going to do the rest of those right here. And a short one, I like these boxes because they're helpful hints and tips on how you can pronounce English in a more natural style. So remember that if a word ends in T or D, the regular past tense verbs, and the next word begins with T or D, they're linked. Look at this, offered to. You don't really hear the D, offered to. I offered to help him. All right. Now that's with a strong D. If it's a T, that's a T. But like kicked the starts with a T, but it's a soft T. So it's only with the hard T and D sounds do you elide them, E-L-I-D-E. You elide and merge them into one sound. All right. We're going to go down here to this because it's not in the listening files, the audio files. So let's go through them. You're going to match the word in bold with these words. So we'll do them together. You'll take a minute. If you want, you'll have to stop the recording because I'm going to give you the answers. So what's the equivalent? Manager quits following shock cup defeat. Quits is leaves. 21-year-old tipped to become party leader. Tipped. Not at a restaurant. Predicted to be named. Reality star to wed girlfriend after 1 week engagement. Wed is obviously wedding, comes from wedding. To get married is going to marry. And finally, company split. I think we know that. Separate. Those are quite easy. So we're going to now look here at the vocabulary bank related to the media. All right. And then you can go ahead and we're going to probably talk about these in the live. So enjoy the lesson. think that's all of it. Let's just check it here. Yes. Enjoy the lesson, study hard. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.